Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to be the moderator for webinar Campus to Career Different Spheres. Sherwood Convent School presents the galaxy of individuals in different spheres. Let me assure you that this program shall be full of exuberance and excitement. I am Rashmi Singh from Sherwood Convent School. I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all and appreciate you taking time off for joining us today. After the phenomenal success of Campus to Career, Study and Work Abroad, and Medicine, we are all set for another remarkable, diverse session of today's webinar. Before the presentation, please allow me to introduce the presenters to you. I would like to invite our presenter for today, Ms. JYOTI YADAV from Indian Revenue Services, Ms. Sonam pursuing MBBS. Hi Sonam, how are you?
Very fine. How are you?
I'm good. Ms. Rita Gotham, founder and CEO of REIN Digital.
Good to connect with you here.
Thank you. Same here. Looking forward for more conversation with you, Rita. And Mr. MAYUR GOEL, Senior Analyst Assurance and pursuing his Chartered Accountancy.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you. I'm good. What about you?
Very fine for today. And thank you for joining us. I will request our speakers to introduce themselves. Ms. Jyoti, over to you.
I'm Jyoti Yadav, and currently I'm working as part of the Indian Revenue Service. Prior to this, I had done economics honors from Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. And as far as my association with Sherwood Convent goes, I was a student there from first standard till 8th standard. So my 8-year-long association with Sherwood Convent is what brings me here today.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you. We move on to Rita. Ms. Rita Gotham, over to you.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. This is Rita Gotham, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of REIN Digital. So I started my career, I mean, you can say from after 12, I joined journalism and mass communication. So I did my graduation from there. And after graduation, I got into IAMC, that is more into mass communication related study. And after that, I just kickstarted my company. Yeah.
That's so interesting. Looking forward to have a lot of conversation and chit chat with you. Welcome. We move on to Ms. Sonam.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sonam. Currently, I'm doing MBBS from Maharaja Agrawal Medical College. It's in Agroha, Hisar, near Hisar in Haryana. So I was like in LKG when I joined Sherwood, and I graduated from Sherwood. And it's been a really long journey here.
Beautiful. We're going to have a lot of, flashbacks with Sherwood, Sonam, and we'll really ask you a lot of things about Sherwood. So we move on to Mr. MAYUR.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, everyone, respected ma'am and all of the teachers and my friends who are here. So my name is Mayur, as you all see. I am a semi-qualified chartered accountant. I have done my BCom from Delhi University, and currently I'm working at THORNTON, which is a UK-based assurance firm. So I did my entire schooling from Sherwood, and the journey there cannot be explained in like just few words. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Very nice. Yes, we look forward for more memories to come from you, Mr. Mayur. Thank you. Well, before we begin, it is said, great leaders harness personal courage, captures the heart and minds of others, and empowers new leaders to make the world a better place. Let us now welcome the inspiration who doesn't need any introduction and known among all of us for her wisdom and her knowledge, our Honorable Principal, Ma'am, Ms. Kanchan. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rashmi, and good morning, everyone. Very happy to see all of you. Students and teachers, join me to welcome our alumni, Sonam, Rita, Jyoti, and Mayur. We all are very happy that you're here, and we are very proud of your achievements. I'm also very happy that you're so eager to share your experience and your journey from school to career with your juniors. So without wasting any further time, I'll let Rashmi ma'am take over again. And I'm as eager to listen to all of you. So good luck everyone for a great session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging and inspiring words. And now I would like to invite our HM ma'am, Mrs. Rita Gotham. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is taking care of those who are in your charge. These are the words absolutely appropriate for our HM ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rashmi. Good morning to all of you. I'm Rita Gotham, the headmistress of the school. I'm new to the panelists, but others know me, as you know. The panelists, I'm proud of your achievements, and I'm elated to be a part of this wonderful Sherwood family. And to my young aspirants, dream big like everyone says, but there is no substitute for hard work. Hard work only will help you in your maiden flight, and then sky is the limit. Enjoy your session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insight. Campus to Career, Different Sphere means today's talk show is all about career in diverse field. Now, let's start the conversation with our panel speakers in the insightful and interactive session. So as we talk about even our speakers, I think we should be known to each other. There's somebody who is a founder of a enterprise, one other one coming from civil services. There's a doctor with pursuing her MBBS. There's a chartered accountant. So it's like today we're going to have a mix of beautiful platters served all together in the presentation. So let's get started with the conversation round. I don't call it a question and answers because that makes it pretty formal. So without making it too much formal, let's begin. So JYOTI, let's start with you. What inspired you for opting such a different and challenging field of civil services?
Ma'am, indeed, I agree that civil service is rather peculiar and very, very competitive with the choice of career. But I would say that it was always there at the back of my head while in school also, but it got concretized further when I completed my graduation. And in my journey, I think a particular role was played by my father, who inspired me and motivated me to pursue this. And at a personal level, I always felt that the job opportunity and the diversity it offers in terms of career is what allowed me to sustain the journey and write the exam. So these are my reasons.
That's so insightful. And parents, teachers are your guiding mentors. They are your inspirations always. So I keep on telling our learners, our aspirants that yes, listen to your elders. Take inspirations from them. And JYOTI, even you have conveyed the same message to them. Thank you so much. We'll come back to you. So Rita, very inquisitive to ask you, how does it feel like to be an entrepreneur? And what qualities do you need to be one?
Honestly speaking, I have never thought of becoming an entrepreneur, because the word entrepreneur itself was a really complicated word for me to pronounce earlier. But yes, I feel proud for being one of them, because I did hard work from early stage, and I really earned it. And if you talk about the qualities, then I would say whether it's an entrepreneur, engineer, an artist, or any other designation, I believe one should have these three skills, and that is of adaptability, persistence, and of course the hard work. If you follow these things, I think no one can take your dreams from you actually. So you should believe in yourself. You should have some faith in yourself. You should listen to yourself. Like, what do you think? What do you want to do in your career? You should passionate about it. So these are the things I would like to tell to the future entrepreneurs, if anyone really want to pursue for it.
Thank you so much. As JYOTI said, inspiration. As you said, passion. Well, I am just, collecting these beautiful words and very, very knowledgeable words in my basket, which I will like to give to my child, or I like to give to my students. Yeah, so we come to Mayur. So Mayur, though you opted, now let's get back to the school days a little bit, right? So I will ask you, you opted for sciences stream, am I right, in class 11?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
And yes. And what made you choose CA as your career option?
Okay, this is a question I've been answering quite a lot recently. So yeah, first of all, for my friends, yeah, it's definitely possible. Some people say it's not possible, but yeah, it's definitely possible. You can do CA from any stream, and in fact, statistics report also shows that CA, which is pursued by the science students, is completed faster, or maybe more easily than the commerce students. Now, why I made this decision is actually a matter of fondness to this profession. Frankly, I kept science in 11th and 12th just to keep my options open to, there are multiple options. So to be able to go where I want to go, since switching from science to anywhere is quite possible, but it's not the other way around. You cannot actually pursue science courses by commerce and other backgrounds. So now I don't want to give out a message that go for science no matter what, but it may sound tempting, but it is as difficult as it seems, and you have to cover the challenges which are ahead. I chose CA just because I analyzed myself and I found myself to be, fond of numbers and accounting and finance and such things. So, and also it was my father's profile. So the way he explained CA to me, the work they are required to do, it just always fascinated me. So, but again, if you want to do CA and if you're firm about it, please go for commerce so that you avoid the hardships later. Yeah.
Thank you so much for guiding our aspirants. And of course, with your this answer, they will benefit a lot. All right, now we go ahead for a panel question where I want all my speakers to answer this question. And it is that what all considerations should one keep in mind deciding on choosing their career path while you are in school? So in school, we are more confused, and being a teacher, I keep asking my students, what do you want to be? I will like you to answer, and it is a panel. Kindly, anybody can start. Yes.
I would like to take this up. So
Yes.
when I was in 8th standard, you are running behind the syllabus that you have to complete it. You have to, get good marks. So you have to be on time. So you were learning these sort of things. And you have no clue like what you have to do. But yes, every maybe 1 or 2 day, you feel like you have to do engineering, you have to do doctor. There are multiple things come into your mind. You feel like, no, you have to do this and that. But I guess 10th standard is the one where you actually figure it out what do you want to do in your career. Because in 10th, like you decide which subject you want to choose from Hindi and Sanskrit. So that's the time you start choosing. So I think that is the time you can think about the career, for which career you want to opt for. And yes, I think one should follow passion rather than doing something where parents are pressurizing you. You have to do engineering, you have to do doctor, XYZ. I think now in India there are a hell lot of options you can pursue. Even if you're going for photography, even if you're going for anything, maybe art, maybe dance, anything, you have a lot of opportunity. You should utilize it. So you should think about it. You can do something good and you can earn $1 million, right? It's not only one thing. So there are a lot of opportunity. You should go for it.
You're right. Is anyone else? Jyoti, will you like to take up this question?
Yes, certainly. I do have a few to add. I definitely agree with what she said. And I do feel that, yes, interest is one of the most important primary considerations that one has to keep in mind. It cannot be anything else. And we start making very important decisions of a career in 10th standard. Like when we make the decision about whether we want to go for PCM or arts. And unfortunately, the time when I was making the decision, arts was a stream that was looked down upon. I hope that has changed, though I don't know yet. I really hope that has changed. And apart from that, I think while it's very easy to point out that yes, your decision should be driven by your interest, because once you're interested in something, you can automatically find yourself being good at it, or rather you're more willing to work hard as opposed to doing something where your heart is not there and you're just constantly pushing yourself. So you reach a threshold very, very soon in a field like that. So I think, and the point where you said that as teachers, you often ask students and they're rather confused. I think it's absolutely normal. No one knows in 10th standard or 11th what they want to do. There are a zillion options. And now with social media, every day you're acquainted with different experiences and you just want to pick everything. So I think as teachers, we can, through our interaction, we are in a better position to know what our students are good at and sort of counsel them in a particular direction based on their strength and weakness. I think that can be a very, very good deciding factor and give a head start to students in school while as far as choosing a career is concerned.
Thank you for your amazing outlook on this. Yes, Mayur, I feel that you also are looking ahead to answer this. I can see that smile on the face. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Well, I agree to what Jyoti and Rita said, and adding on to that, it's along with your interests and passion. One has to always self-analyze yourself. That is what I think the students don't generally do. You should always look at your strengths. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? What are your ambitions? What your needs? That self-assessment is. I think the key to at least narrowing down the options, the multiple options that they are there in the current scenario. So you always have to assess yourself, and there are multiple other factors as well. There's your family assessment. You cannot just neglect it out, but yeah, it's there at a place. You have to see what's the current and future of the field you think of going. So there are multiple factors, and once you sit and analyze all of them, I think it narrows down your list to much appreciable level. Yeah, that's
rightly said. Rightly said. Yes, Sonam, what will you like to tell your aspirants about this?
It's it depends upon what desires you have. Because when you choose your career, you have to keep in mind that what work or what field will provide you all the things that will complete your desires. So like when I was a kid and when I was at that stage when I had to choose my career, so I kept in mind that my thing was that I wanted a luxurious life, but my heart felt good at saving people. Like I wanted to save lives. I wanted to serve people. So I chose MBBS. So accordingly, I can earn good here and also can do good to people. So
Thank you.
Keep in mind.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your valuable opinions. I also have a take on it where I feel that, yes, rightly said, the passion and your profession, they need to go hand in hand. If you have a passion for your profession, you will really do it well. You will justify that profession. So yes, rightly said. We today, as you know, that there are a lot of career options. We just don't have doctors, engineers, and lawyers, and there are multiple. You can make even a career while you are in sports, or you are having some extracurriculars, like you are good with some instrument, guitar, or in piano. You can make any career where your passion plays a very, very important role. You can give 100% when you have a passion towards your profession. Am I right in saying that? I'm just summarizing it. Okay, so let's go to Jyoti. Jyoti, now we are coming to a little serious discussion on our aspirants who are really aspiring to be a civil, giving civil service entrance examination. They will like to know that which entrance exam is required for qualifying civil services.
Okay, so there's a body which is constituted especially for this purpose. It's a constitutional body. It's called UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. So through this, various examinations are conducted. One of them is civil services examination. Through this, around 20 posts, vacancies for 20 posts are fulfilled. And so one of them being Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, the most famous ones, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Revenue Service, and many, many more. As far as the process goes, it's a 3-stage process. So there's a preliminary examination followed by a mains examination and then the interview. So yes, and there are a multitude of qualifying exams and the merit ones and optional paper that you're required to choose. I can go further, but then I think that requires a separate session. But yes, that's the process. It's called a civil services examination. And it's conducted every year.
Okay. Quite a tough one, you're qualifying one, another level, so there are certain levels you have to. So hats off to you. You are already there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And what was your strategy to crack the civil service exam?
Well, so what often happens is that people start focusing a lot on the preliminary examination and they stop neglecting the mains part. Why this happens is because a major chunk of the aspirants are eliminated in the preliminary stage itself. For instance, to quote a few numbers, around 4 to 5 lakh appear in the preliminary examination, and only 12 to 13,000 are allowed to write the mains examination. So a huge chunk gets eliminated at that stage. And once you're not able to make it in the subsequent round, or let's say the next year when you're writing again, you start focusing on prelims only and you neglect mains. So you somehow get trapped in it. So my strategy was, I also had to learn it the hard way. It's a lot of hit and try, a lot of competition, cultural competition. And if anyone is preparing, my piece of advice would be to restrict the sources and balance the two stages. And multiple revisions, I think, the key there. So that has been my strategy.
And how many attempts do you get to clear this exam?
So in total, there are 6 attempts. And one is eligible to write when they turn 21. And the upper limit is 32 years of age.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So good. You all have a lot of attempts, but please follow a strategy. What Ms. JYOTI has just told you, aspirants who are really looking ahead for civil services. Rita, I come to you. Tell us. Okay. First, before I begin, I know you are from IIMC. Yeah. So even I have done my mass communication from IIMC. Yes, wow. So I felt very good when I read, I was into the advertising and public relations department, that was my department, and I did my diploma from there. So I was very happy to see somebody that from my college. Okay, now I want to know, tell our aspirants about the course of mass communication.
Okay, so first of all, I'm really happy to know about it, that you are the alumni of IIMC. And yeah, because so IIMC is the place where they give you exposure to talk. And when I'm saying talk, it's like you really want to learn, how to interact, how to communicate with mass. So mass communication itself is a word which says you have to talk with audience, with a lot of people out there. So if you talk about the confidence part, I think I learned it from there, because there you have to go out and you talk to the unknown people. You have to know the story, what exactly their main story is, right? You know about their life. You figure out a lot of things. So that is the part I really enjoyed being in IIMC, because there were a lot of projects. I have done it. But if aspirant is looking for, if anyone want to go for IAMC or, mass communication, so I would say, like I said, passion is the one. So I was not, more indulged towards the writing. I was more indulged towards the speaking. I would love to talk to a lot of people. So that's what I was good at it. But as I said, after completing my IAMC, I moved to, I just did my internship, and then later on, I started my career with Oyo Rooms. So I'm sure you must be aware about this company.
Yes.
There was this very little, young guy, he's a young chap. He started his company when he was 19 years old. And when I joined it, I was 22. So you can relate it. You feel like what I'm doing it here. If a 19-year-old guy can start a multi-million company, then even I can do that. So from that point, I felt, I can do that. I have everything. And I learned a lot of things. I've observed each and everything, how the company is done. And that was a startup. And there is a difference between the startup and the company. So in startup, you do a lot of things. You'll get opportunity to write, to to do the operation work, and there are a lot of things you'll get the opportunity to do that. And yeah, I really got to know, like, there are a lot of things we can do that. And from there itself, I totally moved my career from mass communication to directly, move to digital marketing. So yes, by profession, I am a journalist, but yes, by passion, I am digital marketer. So
Yeah,
yes,
and I believe it helped you in choosing your career.
yes, definitely.
Yes, I believe that because yes, these young entrepreneurs like you, they are real. I mean, I myself feel that what are we doing? We have such young brains. They are doing so well. They are so confident about. They are learning so much. So you Gen Z's generation is something which we can't even think of. We think and you do it. That's what I say. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I would say, think about how you can make things different. I mean, when you think about it, I think one should start to do it. And there are a lot of things out there. You have to think before anybody else wake up, you should wake up and start doing it. It means if you have innovative ideas or you want to start something on your own, just start doing research, look for more information and then start executing it. So that's where your life starts. You should, be on time. Like that's the one thing I learned on like in school, that you should be on time. So yeah, so you should take care of it.
Very, very overwhelmed answer, Rita. I'll come back to you. Mayur, want to know what would you like to tell about these different levels of becoming CA?
Okay, so CA, first of all, is one of the brightest Indian professional course in the commerce field. And fortunately, it does not set any hardcore eligibility criteria on your based on your 12th grade. It's a mere 55% from any stream, so it's actually quite easy to appear for. Now, coming at the levels, it comes with 3 stages. I'll say it's the CA Foundation, the CA Intermediate, and the final is the CA Final. So the foundation has 4 exams and the other 2 have 8 examinations each. So CA foundation can be given just after clearing your 12th grade. So it's generally conducted within 6 months of your 12th results. And if cleared, you get to give the CA intermediate within the next year. Now there comes a change. When you give CA intermediate and you clear it, so there's a 3-year compulsory training under an existing chartered accountant, which I consider is the most difficult part, but yes, it's also the most helpful phase of this course. This is actually a real life exposure, and to the corporate world, to the on-field things, and which actually differentiates it from a classroom course and calling it a professional course. So it gives you the difference between getting a job and running for job after you have cleared your examination. So I think the getting practical exposure just before qualification is the best part of this course. And once you have cleared this 3-year journey, you can appear for CA final. Now there are options. You can do it with your BCom. You can do it after your BCom, and then there are certain changes if you do it that way. So I'll be happy to personally answer if anyone wishes to continue in this field.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now coming to Sonam. Sonam, do you think it's important to have a plan B or a backup plan if you were not able to qualify NEET?
It's, in my opinion, if you invest in your plan B, if you invest your time in your plan B, so you are not able to give your 100% to your main plan. But in my case, I never had a plan B, and my family was supportive, really very supportive. They never made me feel like I was wasting my years, or they believed in me more than I believed in myself. So that was a factor. Due to that, I never had a plan B. So, but considering the competition nowadays, it's really hard. The competition has made it so hard. So one should have a plan B to be on a safer side. And it's so sad to see people putting their so many years to just crack an entrance, and and they at the end of it they don't get anything. So it's very heartbreaking and depressing at the same time. So it's wise to know where to stop and choose something else, focus on something else where you can grow and flourish.
That's good. So yes, everywhere we need to have a plan B. Now, obviously, plan C and D is also, come with them.
Yeah.
All right, Rita, I'm coming back to you again, where I want to know about your enterprise, REEN International, REEN Digital. Sorry, really like to talk about it a little bit and tell our aspirants what your business is all about.
Sure, definitely. Well, REEN Digital is a marketing agency, so where we provide end-to-end solution to all those people, those who are starting their business. So everything it's online. So it's been 7 years I'm into this thing. So yeah, I right now we have 20 people team. So 20 people are there. So majority of the clients we do have is from US and UK market. So very less people are in India. There are a lot of reasons behind it, but yes, I would prefer to work with the people, those who are outside India. So yeah, that's how we're working on that. We provide end-to-end solution. Yeah.
Good to know about it. Jyoti, I'll come back to you on this. Yeah, so talking a lot about entrance examination, our students have got a complete package of want to go for CA, want to go for MBBS, you want to be an entrepreneur, or they want to go for civil services. But what if I ask you that what is school life? And the question is, how is school life different from your career life or where you are progressing towards your profession? What all challenges and changes one should be ready for?
There's a completely new world. Your professional life is entirely different from your school. And all of us remember our school lives with a lot of fondness and a lot of sweet memories in school. And mostly because we're children, we're protected. We're in such a protective environment at home. Our parents look after us. Everything is taken care of. And so is the environment in school also. But professional life is different because you're required to balance everything. I think the most important factor here is time. You're required to balance and manage your time very, very well. Between your personal commitments, your professional commitments are different. Then you also have to take care of your finances. There are a lot of challenges there. And nobody treats you like a child anymore. You're a grown-up adult and a lot more responsibility. But of course, the good part is there's a lot of freedom and so many things to explore. So that way it changes. And apart from a few challenges, I think it's a lot of fun to be an adult.
All right. And how is your hostel life in civil services? I know that you have to go for the training in Missouri. Am I right?
Yes, yes. So the foundation course, yes, please continue.
No, please continue.
Yes. So the foundation course for all the services, it happens in Missouri. So I was also there for a couple of months. After that, the training for different services is conducted in different areas. So I'm in the revenue service. For that, the training happens in Nagpur. So I'm currently undergoing training that. As far as the training goes, it's a 16-month-long period, and where you have to study a few subjects because you're supposed to implement the Income Tax Act. But you're also required to be on the field and travel to different places and a lot of exposure there. So it's a mixed bag and it's rather interesting. So yes, that's there.
Okay, thank you. And Mayur, as you move more closer towards your dream, you have done so much. What else you aspire in life? A very general question, but I just wanted to have a more chit chat with you, more talking to you. So would you like to answer this question?
Yes, definitely. Well, if you say like that, closing towards your dream. So yes, I'm certainly on a path to achieve some of the dreams, but yet again, building a career out of it's still a long road to travel. So first and the foremost I see is my career aspiration, to become a successful and a happy person. So, but yeah, the success is not defined anywhere. It has a different meaning at every stage for everyone, and it changes every day. So I just want to feel that success more and more every day at what it means on that day. So other than the career, I would say I'll definitely add more and more skills to my personality, being in a professional world and, having been introduced to new challenges almost every day. I cannot just stress enough on skills. You never know what skills might solve your next challenge. So just keep learning them and keep practicing them. And probably the next thing coming up in the current scenario, I would say, is the health aspirations. Now, how I define health is, being healthy physically, mentally, and also financially. I think the importance of all of these three can be understood easily now, and I encourage everyone to be working on these on a routine basis. Yes, so that's what I think.
Absolutely rightly said that you have to keep on aspiring for something, and yeah, there are some inspirations ahead than you which aspires you to go ahead in life. And Sonam, what would be that one advice you would like to give to our upcoming Gen Z, new generation? It's like a tongue twister for me to say Gen Z, but that's the way it is called. So what is the advice that you would like to give to our upcoming new generation?
So the advice would be, don't waste your time. Time is really very important. As we know, time is linear. It won't come back, or neither you can travel back in time as so for now. Maybe in near future we can travel back, but you'd be left with regrets only in future if you don't value your time. So it's really important to set your goals and work upon them, and you put your small targets and work upon them, and do something, anything, but do something that helps you grow. So whether it be just spending time with your loved ones, it's like you're spending some of your time at a good place. So it's really important to value your time and cherish it.
Very, very, very good thing to say, that you said that spending time with your family, spending time with your friends, spending time with your loved ones, don't waste the time. So yes, time is very, very precious. And thank you for telling our aspirants. There are so many things that we have covered. But now the panel question for all of you is, in this world of cutthroat competition, what do you believe in more useful, number of degrees or skill required for your or any particular field?
Well, I can take that up. So yeah, well, so after watching the movie Three Idiots, I think the message which has outflows in almost every young aspirant is to run after the knowledge and not the degree. But when you listen to it completely, they also mention that the degree shall come along the way. So I would say it's not a degree versus a skill thing. At least in India, I don't see it like that. In fact, degrees and skills are just two sides of the same coin. They both actually go hand in hand. And for that matter, what is a degree? It's just a certified documentation of the skills which you have. In practical world, I think the degrees are the doors to the interviews, but the skill set are actually the things which are the solutions to clearing the same. So I would say just go for knowledge, but do keep the degrees as a essential byproduct, I can say, because if you want to create a show of your skills in your interview, you need to have your degree as at least a ticket to the interview. So that's how I see it. Yes.
Great. Yes, Rita, I can see that smile. Kindly, I tried to come up for the answer. Yes.
I really would like to add on something. I think you have an example right here in front of you. As I mentioned, my grades were always average. I was like not a topper, but yes, it was average. So in my opinion, numbers doesn't define you. It's your skills, the knowledge, which are going to use throughout your life. And yes, for sometimes it does matter. Like maybe, for example, getting into a top college, or maybe to choose a career. So that I think it requires. Let's say if you want to do MBA, I'm just giving an example here. So it's better, instead of doing MBA from any XYZ college, you should go for the top college. Because if you're looking for a career wise, then you should choose for the best. But till graduation, you have ample of time to involve in yourself into multiple things. So you have that time. So till graduation, I think it's totally fine. Even if you're average, if you're 50 plus also, I mean, that is totally fine. But my only concern is to work on your skills. Make mistakes because it's okay. You'll fall it. One time you'll fall it. You'll stand up again. Then again you fall it, then stand up. But every fall will give you a a proper lesson. That lesson you will, of course, that will make you stronger for taking decision. So I think it's totally fine.
Yes, even I believe in this, Rita. When I was studying, when I was in seventh or eighth, a beautiful poetry that came my way, and it made a quite impact on me. And it was said that success is counted sweetest to those who never succeed. So yes, you will fall. You have to get up. You have to again walk ahead and reach that level. The goal is there. It can take longer, but you have to keep on going towards it, and you will succeed one day. You're absolutely right. All right. Yes, I like to ask Jyoti also. What will you like to say about it, Jyoti?
Well, I also agree with my fellow panelists. I do feel that sort of dichotomy between skills and degrees doesn't exist. Rather, the whole idea is to stay relevant and to be able to do justice to your job. So the underlying belief should be that quest for knowledge has to be there, the quest of learning has to be there, the need to constantly grow. So now whether that happens through getting a formalized degree or through your upgradation of your skills, that remains immaterial. But you should never feel that, oh, you've arrived and now you just should settle down and everything is at place. No, that sort of hunger has to be there to sort of constantly invest in your improvisation. It's relevant. So I think that is my view on it.
You are rightly saying that there should be a hunger in you. That means you need to have that zeal of going and getting it. Don't just stop yourself if once you fail or once you are not able to succeed. Absolutely great. Thank you. And Sonam, will you like to throw some light on this question?
Yes, one should have belief on themselves because it's like they said, degree and skills, they all are same sides of the coin. So they come along. So if you have that faith in yourself, so you can do whatever you want. Nobody is going to stop you. Yes, so it is.
Yes. Another thing, very nice word I got, faith. Yes, you need to have faith in yourself. Very, very important. All right. Now, after this, we come to a beautiful question, and that again takes you back to your Sherwood memories. What would you like to share? Would you like to share any memory of your Sherwood Convent or any of your school that has become a turning point in your career? It's a panel question.
Okay, so I'll take that up. Yeah, memory. Maybe choosing one can be a difficult one, but I can definitely say that the opportunities which were provided, so to just come ahead in front of everyone, speaking on the stage, hosting multiple events at Sherwood, and in my 11th grade, I even tried my hands on acting, which I had played a role in the school's annual function. So there was chief guests, there were so many parents, and I had never spoken in front of such a big audience. So it definitely boosted so much confidence in me. It just it has undoubtedly contributed to my ability to interact with people, to my presentation skills, speaking skills, and in professional worlds, I think these skills are the only thing which make you out of the crowd. So there's no better place to test these skills at the school. So I think just pick yourself and test yourself. And I think it makes me a little sad that the students in the current situation are slightly missing out on these things. But yes, I hope everything gets better soon.
So, Mayur, Principal Ma'am and Manju Ma'am were talking about this incident yesterday. Do you know? Okay. They remember. And it was so much like going back, and I could see that warmthness, that beautiful emotion on their faces. And you also spoke about the same thing today. So, the connect is so beautiful between the teachers and you and Principal Ma'am. Hats off to Sherwood.
Definitely, definitely.
So yes, anyone else who would like to answer this question, please?
I think it's nostalgic. So whenever you think about school life, I think it will be difficult to you, of course, point out only one thing, that this is the memory I have with school. But I would say that every day, I think each day we, learn a lot of things. Every day we make memories, and those were really beautiful memories. So whenever the best part is when you meet with your friend, with your school friend, and you talked about the stuff, what you have done in your schools. The best part is always coming to the school, reason being your friend is coming, right? So that's one part motivates me to come to the school, because I'm going to meet my friend. So that's the one part I would call out here. But of course, teachers have played a major role here, because they every time motivate us. They tell us what is good, what is right. And what I've learned from them is the patience. I think that's a it's really difficult to have patience in yourself, like being a teacher. I mean, handling 45 students in a class, and asking them to please keep quiet, or maybe motivate them for each and everything. You are good at this thing, you should go for dance, you should go for maybe art. I mean, they figure it out, like which child is good at it. So that's the best thing which I have uh, I remember. So yeah, school, of course, when I think school, it's like crayons, because that smells. I don't know. I don't know, is it with me or with everyone? Because whenever I think about school, I always, I have that fragrance of that crayons.
So beautiful. So beautifully described. Yes, Jyoti, will you like to also talk about your memory of your school days?
Yes, certainly. I think Rita has very beautifully summarized it. That's the feeling with me too. And about Sherwood, I spent the formative years of my life there. My personality was shaped, I think. And I think the schools try to make a very fine balance between creative freedom and discipline. Like a lot of emphasis was laid on discipline also, like we were required to be on time everywhere. And I fondly remember our PT sir, Ajit sir, was there that time. And I had a good bond with most of our teachers, Kalpana ma'am, who used to teach us Hindi, Shubham who used to teach us science. So I still have that memory. And one thing that comes to my mind are the PT. So I used to be very, very scared about my PTMs. I don't know why, though I was pretty much okay with everything, but still, and the school was buzzed with activity during the PTMs. All the cars lined up in the parking space outside, and we lined up and waiting eagerly what the teacher is going to say. So those are little things that come to my mind. And fortunately, for my 10th standard and 12th standard board examination, I had the opportunity to visit Sherwood again, because that's the center. So I remember that part also, like now the school has expanded a little more, and there's a new building there, and everything has been renewed, and it's very new. So, and I met ma'am, I think a couple of years ago also, 4 years back. We had a brief interaction that time too. So a lot of good things come to my mind when I think of Sherwood.
So nice. Yes, Ajit sir is still there. Kalpana ma'am is still there. Yes, and yes, I am getting something for you. Yes, because you are presenting it so beautifully. So we have to also present something to you back. But we'll come to that later. Still Sonam is left. Sonam, what beautiful memory do you have?
I was in 8th, and till then I was shy and introvert. I had this introvert kind of personality, and I was average student. So I at the end of the year, when I passed my exams, this was this PTM we were attending, and when I saw my report card, I had scored really good CGPA, and I was really amazed at it, because I never had that believe in myself that I could do such great in my exams. And I remember Kalpana Lakshman ma'am was there, and she said me, why are you so amazed? You are a good student. You can do good. So she appraised me, and that was the day that had a turning point in my life. from then onwards, I really had this zeal to do really good in my academics, and I had this newfound confidence in myself. So it was a turning point in my life.
So beautiful. And, Sonam, your teachers are listening to you and feeling so proud of you all. So proud of you all. So thank you so much. We had covered all the aspects and questions from our aspirants. I asked my speakers anything you would want to summarize before we wrap up for this event. Okay, fine. That's good enough. That gives me a signal. Yes, we have really covered up everything. So now I will like to request Principal Ma'am to kindly give away the certificates of appreciation to our speakers.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And that was really a great session. And listening to all of you, I was again reminded of school, your classroom, and all of you in school uniform. That's the first thought. Like, you all remember so many things about school, but my memory is all of you coming to school, sitting in the classroom, your duties, competitions, and everything, all you did in school, you know. And that's why when Mayur mentioned the Lion King, that was that I think that something that we all will never forget. That Lion King and the annual function. Well, congratulations, children. You all have really done very well. And I really wish you all a great future, because you're doing so well. So much confidence I see in all of you. And I wish you good, and I wish you success in everything that you do in your future as well. So with that, I come to presenting you with your e-certificates. Thank you, JYOTI, for your time. And I present you with this e-certificate for sharing your experience and guiding your juniors on how to achieve your chosen path. And thank you, Rita. I present you with this e-certificate for making this session a great learning experience for your juniors. Thank you, Sonam, for your time. I present you with this e-certificate for guiding your juniors in the medical field. And thank you so much, Mayur, for your time. I present you with this.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. And I present you with this e-certificate for your valuable inputs to this webinar. Thank you all. And I would like to congratulate all the teachers who contributed to this webinar and for making it such a great success. And Rashmi for moderating it so well. Well done, everyone. Thank you. And all the very best to all the young achievers for a great life ahead. Thank you. Over to you, Rashmi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, our speakers, we have a beautiful surprise for you. I would like to quote our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, that teachers play a big role in shaping students. Mother gives birth, the Guru gives life. And with this, there is something waiting for you. I present you your proud teachers with their blessing to their brave, strong, successful, and smart Sherwoodians. Here comes your teachers' blessings for you.
Wow, it's a pleasure to see my former students. It's been so long, but your faces are still so fresh. It's nice to know that you are making a positive difference to the world and to those around you. I couldn't be more proud. All the best for a bright future from your Vibha ma'am.
Hello, my dear children. I'm so glad to see you doing so well in your life. Keep working hard, as you know that hard work is the only key to success. Love you all. Thanks. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so proud of you all. Feeling so happy to know about your achievements. God bless you. All the best.
Hi, Sherwoodians. You all have made us proud by your achievements. I am excited to know You all have achieved what you had dreamed. May God bless you all and all the very best for your bright future.
Hi children, all the best for your bright future. Good luck, keep it up.
Hello, my dear students. I am so glad that you all are following your dreams and doing so well in your respective fields. I am so proud of you. All the best for your bright future. Love you all.
Thank you. I hope you all saw your teachers and I hope you liked the surprise.
We loved the video. It's a great video. It was so nice and warm to see familiar faces after such a long time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can leave a message for your teachers here. Yes, it will be conveyed.
Yes, ma'am. Please just thank us on our behalf. And the video was very warm, and I'm also in person touch with them, so I'll also get in touch with them about that also. Thank you so much for organizing this and hosting us. I had a great time.
Thank you. Yes, Rita, I'd like to say something.
Yeah, I really would like to thanks to Sherwood to reaching out to us, because it's been so long, like we never connected, but I think pandemic did something great for us. Like we got a chance to, connect with our teachers. So yeah, that's a really good. I mean, thank you so much. Thanks to my all teachers who were with us throughout. Yeah, like there were a lot of teachers. I can't take all the names, but yes, Kiran ma'am were there, Kalpana ma'am were there. Ajit sir, yes, of course, I am not going to forget him. Like the discipline which we have learned is from him. So yeah, I still remember my all teachers. So yeah, like I actually thanks Kanchan ma'am, because I do remember when I joined Sherwood. So I think she's the one who gave me the opportunity to study here. So I would like to thanks to her, like grateful thanks.
Thank you so much. And we want our alumni to be connected with us. This is not the only webinar that we are working on and we are just connecting. It's the association. We want you all to come back to Sherwood whenever we call you, and the connection remain the way it should go on. So thank you, Ms. Jyoti, Ms. Rita, Ms. Sonam, and Mr. Mayur. I also take the opportunity on behalf of Sherwood Convent School to thank everyone for attending today's webinar, Campus to Career Diverse Fields. Once you leave today's webinar, you will receive a survey on the presentation and would appreciate if you would complete it and provide your feedback. You can watch our series of webinars streaming on Sherwood Convent official YouTube channel and in the social media handle in next 24 hours. Thank you for joining us. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.